फास्टेस्ट क्रिकेट स्कोर अपडेट्स या सबसे डिटेल्ड स्टैट्स,
क्रिकेट के अंदर बाहर की खबरें
या हेल्दी डिबेट्स,
सबसे एक्यूरेट एनालिसिस
या फैंस का क्रेज, सबके लिए एक ही प्लेटफॉर्म, क्योंकि क्रिकेट मतलब क्रिकेट नेक्स्ट।
Hello and a very warm welcome to the Cricket Next YouTube channel. RCB versus UP Warriors, the last home game for RCB for this season, because from here the caravan moves to New Delhi for the second leg of the tournament. But what a match for RCB! Their last game at the RCB den at Chinnaswamy. They won the match by 23 runs, courtesy a magnificent knock by the skipper herself, Smriti Mandhana, scoring 80 of 50 balls, and then the GOAT, as we call her, Ellyse Perry, the most experienced campaigner in the RCB side, scoring 58 of 37. A very good match for RCB, something to ponder on for the UP Warriors. And to talk more about this match, I have with me Suramya Kaushik, and we'll discuss the match. Hi, Suramya. RCB versus UP Warriors, last match at their own den. What do you have to say about the match?
I think a perfect finishing for RCB in the home ground, isn't it? Because you know the way RCB started. I believe behind the cameras yesterday and day before yesterday, we were just talking about the reception that fans gave to RCB in the first match, and the fans, the number of fans that came to the ground for this match, I think it's phenomenal. And RCB, this is one of the teams that's performing really well in the tournament. I remember in the last season, RCB was one of those teams who weren't performing well, but this time, three wins just in the first leg of the tournament. Three wins. It's really, really great. And I would actually appreciate one person for that, and that's none other than Smriti Mandhana. The way she has batted, she has shown class. She has shown what she has achieved in international cricket, and it's quite explicit on the ground. The type of shots that she is playing, the type of class she is showing, the captaincy, the batting. I think it's perfect, and I really hope that this time around RCB fans get to hear some good news from Delhi at the end of the tournament. I really don't want to jinx anything this time, but I really, really wish that RCB should get this one, because the way they are marching ahead in this tournament is absolutely phenomenal.
Absolutely, 5 matches, 3 wins. They are, I won't say they are in a very comfortable position, but they're in a very decent position, because as compared to the last season, they are way ahead. But then there is still some matches to go. Talking about UP Warriors, Ramya, where do you think things went wrong for the team?
Oh, absolutely. The middle order, the way Alyssa Haley gave a good start, 55
Yeah.
runs. Obviously, we were expecting a lot more runs from her, given it's a T20 format. And when you get such good start, you expect, the opener to score more runs and take team to a comfortable position, because you're chasing 198, and you have a target of 199. That's one shot of the 200. So it's more or less 200. When you're chasing 200, you really have to be on your toes. You can't just go for singles and doubles. You really need to go for those big knocks. And Alyssa Haley was doing that. But middle order, very, very big disappointment from the middle order, especially Chamari Atapattu, because she wasn't in even the tournament, at the start of this season, because she wasn't selected in the WPL auction.
Yeah.
Then UP Warriors got her in, and especially what Chamari Atapattu has achieved in the T20 format. In 2023, she was the captain of the T20 year of the team. In 2023, she had the most amazing numbers in the T20 format. She was the one to have most sixes in the T20 format. She had great leagues across the world in which she participated. She has been one of the finest batters for the Sri Lankan side. So when you have so much of experience, you really expect a player like Atapattu to come up and stand tall when your team needs you the most, which eventually didn't come from Atapattu. She made just 8 of 8. Then Grace Harris, again, a really good player, but again, 5 runs. Shweta, 1 run. Now, when your middle order batters don't perform, a
Yeah.
lot of burden comes on the lower order batters. I won't call
Yeah.
Deepti Sharma a lower order batter. She also falls into a middle order batter. But
Yeah.
then pressure is so much. So again, Kanav, I'll repeat myself. 200, 200 का score बहुत बड़ा score होता है और T20 format में you really need to be on your toes again. So, दीप्ति शर्मा पर इतना ज़्यादा अपने responsibility डाल दिया कि वो match वहीं से फिसल गया था. So, you got a good start, but then you didn't capitalize on the start you got. So I think that's where things did not fall into place for UP Warriors. Also, I think the bowlers weren't good at all in today's match.
Absolutely. And talking about, you did talk about Smriti Mandhana from the RCB side, but there's one more player on the screen right now, Ellyse Perry. Uh, she has been playing for a long time. We all call her the GOAT, as we
Yeah.
all know. And she's a workhorse. She'll bat for you. She'll field for you. I saw her in the last 2 overs. She was running from one end of the field to the other end when the batters were changing the left-right combination. And the ball was luckily or unluckily for her coming to her only most of the times. What do you have to say about Ellyse Perry and her contribution to this RCB team?
Yeah, first of all, I think her experience is something that we really need to salute. And
Yeah.
I really never use the word experience very lightly because I never use the term experience just in relation to someone's age. I use that word when someone has played so much cricket that they know in and out of the game. And when Perry comes onto the field, it seems that she is at her home. It feels that she knows everything about the game. Today, also after the match, when she spoke to the broadcasters, she had a very beautiful and a simple line to say. She credited everything to Smriti Mandhana, and she said that my job was to only support her. And that's what a
Yeah.
class cricketer is. You never take the cricket credit for your work, and you just say that whatever I did was to just support the team. But look at her shots, some phenomenal display of batting out there, and that understanding that when
Yeah.
your partner out there is going after big shots, playing those you know good smashing those balls for fours and sixes, you really need to pace down. You can't just go
Yeah.
for fours and sixes and take those risks. So she was very balanced, and I think she's a perfect partner for someone like Smriti Mandana. And I really can't stop myself from praising Smriti because you pick all 5 matches, she has been the consistent performer for RCB this season. Though the 2 matches that RCB lost, I think you can again go back to those matches and see how Smriti Mandana scored in both the matches. She was really good. So I think these 2 players are phenomenal for RCB. And if RCB is looking to win the title, these 2 players are the ones who can take the team to that a big prize.
Absolutely. And talking about Ellyse Perry, the image that you can see on your screen is the impact of Ellyse Perry and her shots, because the guard that was on display for the ad or in the stadium, the ball just smashed through the window,
Yeah.
and it was a funny reaction from Ellyse Perry herself, obviously, but then also all the players in the dugout and the crowd. But great performance by the RCB batters. And Suramya, lastly, the table on your screen, as you can see, Delhi Capitals,
Yeah.
4 matches, 3 wins. MI same, 4 matches, 3 wins. Delhi is way ahead in terms of net run rate. RCB is slightly catching up. Whoever loses the match tomorrow between DC and MI will be, in terms of points, equal to RCB. 5 matches, 3 wins. What's your take on the table so far? Do you think we might see, considering this table and the form that all these teams are in, do you think we might see the same repeat of the final this time around to DC versus MI?
Well, we can see that, but before talking about the teams here on the table, I would actually love to talk about that whole incident of Perry's six that smashed the
Yeah.
window of that car. And I just saw what Perry said after the match. She laughed about it, and she said that I'm not so sure if I have insurance here to cover that. I mean, that's again a very fun comment that you really
Yeah.
love to hear from
Yeah.
Perry, and that's how a player she is. She's fun. She is great in her abilities, and I think it was
Yeah.
a good note to to end the match. But yes, let's go back to the table and let's look at the teams. I think apart from GG, all the teams have performed really well so far, and they're more or less, on the same platform in terms of points. Because you see the top three teams, rare it happens that you see the top three teams on same points, but here the a number of matches have made a difference. Obviously, RCB is on 6 points after playing 5 matches, but DC and
Yeah.
MI. Now, kind of, what I'm worried about? I am so worried about what DC will do, because the whole momentum will now be
Yeah.
shifted to Delhi and it will be their home ground. So, whenever a team plays on their home ground, they obviously have an upper hand. Obviously, there are a lot of international players, but still, they do have an upper hand. So, I'm really excited to watch what DC's plan. But DC, MI is looking unstoppable at the moment. The way they have won 3 matches, they have made up a mark. Also, one thing to mention here is that MI is one team that's playing for those big runs. They have set up a benchmark in this whole league, and I think MI is one of the most experienced teams, so to say, because there are a lot of players who have played a lot of T20 cricket, and because they won the first season, they know what to do in this tournament. So I think MI is one of those teams that the other teams really need to vary off. But RCB is also doing good. DC, it'll be really interesting to see what are DC's plans, because now the whole tournament will be in Delhi. But one team that I'm really worried about is Gujarat Giants. Kind of, if you have to pick one thing, for me, I'd say that Gujarat Giants have so far not, they haven't understood the league. They haven't even understood what kind of combination that they really need to make to win a match. Nothing's working out of them. What do you think? What's that one thing that's missing in the team?
I more or less agree with you in the sense that they are all over the place. They can't come together as a team, and because in T20 format, all you need is contributions from different players. Either you are dependent on individual brilliances, कि कोई एक player आए and they play
Yeah.
नॉक ऑफ अ लाइफ टाइम, कोई अच्छी अच्छी नॉक्स बड़ी बड़ी या कोई फाइफर ले जाए, बट देन उस सिनेरियो में ये प्रॉब्लम आ रही है कि ना आपको इंडिविजुअल परफॉर्मेंसेस कोई ग्रेट दिख रहे हैं जो आपको मैच विनिंग परफॉर्मेंसेस हो, ना वो छोटी छोटी कॉन्ट्रीब्यूशंस 3-4 प्लेयर्स के साथ एक साथ आ रही है. एंड व्हेन यू स्टार्ट लूजिंग मैचेस इन अ लाइन ना, इट स्टार्ट्स बिल्डिंग अप. So to come out of that hole, you need a lot of resilience, determination. कि यार 4 में से 4 मैच हार गए हैं, किसी तरह वापस आना पड़ेगा. Now that mental space is a very tough spot to be in. Beth Mooney,
Yeah.
when she comes out in the 5th match, she'll be thinking, yeah, we have played 4 matches, we have lost all 4. What if we lose this also? It will be 5 matches on the trot. Then she'll come out for the 6th match. She'll say, we have played 5, we have lost all 5. What if we lose this? I know, okay, players themselves, when they come out, they say we don't think about the baggage. It's a new day, it's a new game. We can play good, we'll play quality cricket. They all say this, but the baggage of losing 4 consecutive matches will obviously be there on the captain's shoulder and also on the team's shoulder. So
Yeah.
for me, as of now, they're not have उनके पास कोई इंडिविजुअल परफॉर्मेंसेस भी नहीं है, उनके पास कोई छोटी छोटी कॉन्ट्रीब्यूशंस भी नहीं है काफी प्लेयर्स से, विच इज ईदर ऑफ देम आर वेरी वाइटल टू विन
Yeah.
अ T20 गेम. MI आप देखोगे, एवरी प्लेयर विल कंट्रीब्यूट. RCB में स्मृति मंदाना विल गो ऑल द वे, इधर एलिस पेरी अलोन विल गो ऑल द वे. RCB में भी बहुत कम होता है आपको टीम कंट्रीब्यूशन दिखे,
True.
स्पेशली इस सीजन में, क्योंकि आपको
Yeah.
इंडिविजुअल ब्रिलियंसेस दिख रही है. बट आरसीबी इज समहाउ कमिंग टुगेदर एज अ टीम. आशा,
Yeah.
she takes wickets up front in a first over, in a
Yeah.
second over she creates that pressure, and Wareham at times she bowls with perfect line and length. If she doesn't take wickets, she doesn't give away many runs. तो वहां पे आपको थोड़ी टीम परफॉर्मेंस एज अ यूनिट दिख जाती है. विद जीजी, विद गुजरात जायंट्स, दे आर ऑल ओवर द प्लेस. उनको कुछ नहीं समझ आ रहा है. एंड आई जस्ट होप जो एक होल होता है उस प्रेशर का, जो वो एक फेज होता है, स्पेस होती है कि आप 4 मैच हार गए, उसके बाहर आना मुश्किल होता है. आई होप गुजरात बाहर आए, क्योंकि आप एक मैच जीत जाओ, देन यू गेट बैक ऑन द ग्रूव. बट अनफॉर्चुनेटली WPL इज नॉट दैट बिग अ टूर्नामेंट. more or less Gujarat is out of the tournament. Officially हम नहीं बोल सकते, technically we know, we realize कि they won't be able to make a comeback here, but a tough season for them. I just hope that whatever games are left, they play good quality cricket. हार या जीत देखी जाएगी, but they show that what the
I
team
think
is made
Tara,
of.
the problem is in the team itself. You know, you just can't say that we haven't won matches in 2 seasons. If I talk about the first season, Gigi won only 2 matches out of 8. This season, all the matches, 4 matches that they have played, they haven't won. It's not about winning. I completely agree with you when you said, you know, it's not about ki aap haro ya jeeto. It's actually about putting up a good show. But we didn't even see a good show from Gujarat Giants side. And I remember after the second loss, Beth Mooney said that, oh, maybe we'll try to change the batting order. I might play in the middle order so that, you know, we can change things. These things are not, I mean, you can't take these decisions in the middle of a season. You have to take these decisions before the start of the season. Because if you're not so sure about your batting position, you can change your batting position from a number 2 to number 3. You can't just bat at number 5 thinking upon, okay, I'll, you know, bat at number 5 in this match,
Yeah,
I'll bat at number 4 in this match, or I'll
yeah,
open in this match. It actually changes the whole combination of the team, so you can't
yeah.
rejig your team in each and every match. So I think the problem lies in the whole setup of the team. And I think 2 seasons are enough for them to actually come up with a good combination, and perhaps they'll make it up in the third season. Well, who knows? This season is completely about MI, DC, and RCB is catching up. I'm again saying I really don't want to jinx it, but I really hope that RCB fans get to hear some good news from Delhi, and I really, really want
Yeah.
that to happen. But will MI and DC make it easy for them? That's the bigger question.
Absolutely, and we'll have to wait and see. But Suramya, one final thing: the caravan moves to Delhi now. You are in Delhi. You will be covering your first WPL game. How excited are you? And what do you think? Will Delhi get that home advantage? You know the Delhi crowd now, inside out. Do you think Delhi will get that home advantage which RCB got at Chinnaswamy? I personally think that level is a bit tough because RCB fans at Chinnaswamy, they are on another level. But what's your take on WPL coming to Delhi now?
Well, I don't think so that I really need to say a word about Delhi crowd. Delhi crowd is a vibe, isn't it? Well, we
Yeah,
all know
absolutely.
what Delhi crowd can do, regardless of the tournament.
Yeah,
So Delhi crowd is
yeah,
always at par, and they never fail to disappoint anyone.
yeah.
But yeah, let's see. And I completely agree with you. What we saw in Bangalore, I don't want any comparisons out there, because RCB have a different kind of a fan base, and we all
Absolutely.
need to agree on that. You know, they
That
do
would be
have.
unfair to compare.
Exactly. So we should not draw any comparisons कि okay बेंगलुरु में इतना crowd था, दिल्ली में कैसा crowd होगा. I think हर जगह पर आपको थोड़ा थोड़ा समय देना चाहिए. We'll get to see what will happen in the first match, and after that we'll see कि आगे कैसे बढ़ते हैं. But Delhi has a very different kind of a vibe, okay, and you get to see very different kind of environment happening in the
Yeah,
Delhi stadium. But I'm pretty sure that Delhi public will be coming in huge numbers to
yeah,
attend all the matches here. We have seen that in various tournaments, and especially for the Delhi side, you know, you have some great players in the Delhi side, but also in the different teams as well. So I'm pretty much excited to cover the WPL matches. Also, the weather has been really good, so it'll be good to see good cricket in
absolutely.
good breeze and everything that's happening here in Delhi. So I think it'll be a good shift from Bangalore to Delhi now.
Absolutely, and I personally can't wait to see the jugalbandi between Delhi crowd and Jemima Rodriguez. She is a star. She brings the crowd in whenever she's fielding, whenever she's batting, and this will be her own home crowd in WPL, the Delhi crowd, and we all know the fun Delhi crowd, which backs their team. It's lovely to see. Well, thank you so much, Suramya, and thank you so much to all our viewers for connecting with us. And hopefully, we'll see some more action in the second leg of WPL, which moves to Delhi now. Different conditions, different pitches, and we'll see some turnarounds in the table. वही है जो टूर्नामेंट को अच्छा बनाता है. जो टीम लीड कर रही है वो थोड़ा नीचे है, जो नीचे है वो थोड़ा ऊपर जाए. And as Suramya said, not to jinx, but hopefully some good news coming out from Delhi for the RCB fans as well. We'll have to wait and see. Thank you so much, Ramya, for connecting with us, and we'll see you soon.
Thanks a lot.
फास्टेस्ट क्रिकेट स्कोर अपडेट्स या सबसे डिटेल्ड स्टैट्स
क्रिकेट के अंदर बाहर की खबरें
या हेल्दी डिबेट्स
सबसे एक्यूरेट एनालिसिस
या फैंस का क्रेज, सबके लिए एक ही प्लेटफॉर्म, क्योंकि क्रिकेट मतलब क्रिकेट नेक्स्ट।